Hello, I'm MC Toon, the second or third or fourth worst rapper in the world. I'm not sure anymore. And we got a debate tonight with Dion Smo. He's connecting right now, and I'm going to help him a little bit to make sure that we can get the audio going. He's got some vertical video, and but no audio yet. So I don't know what the audio is doing, but he's working on it. So anyway, this is in response to Dion's epic throwdown challenge to debate a globe head, or I don't know, whatever it was he called us. Anyway, so I'm like, I accept. He said anytime, anywhere, and I tried to get it for last week, but it was short notice for him. I got that. So anyway, this is this is gonna be a good one. Let's see. I am not hearing you yet. Still. So sewer tapes. Your rapping is getting better all the time by default. I don't know. Let's see. Dion, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you can hear me, or type it in Facebook. So, can you hear me? I guess, yeah, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. If you can't, then you would not give me a thumbs down because you could not hear me. So, yeah, he's doing something. I don't know what kind of system he's on. He said he installed it a couple days ago or something. So I don't know. Is the video going well? Was it buffering a second ago? I don't know. So still no audio. He does have I'll get him up here. You can see him. He's got the sunglasses on. Let's see. I might have some sunglasses too. Hold on. Oh yeah. Nope, not those. No, none in here anymore. So I still don't hear anything from you. We can do a I can give you there's a call-in number that Zoom has. I can give you that. Hold on a second. I'll grab that. See if that does anything for you. It's the big old thing that Zoom does there. I don't know what's going on. If you've got some driver issues. I don't do Windows, so I don't know if it's how to fix your driver issues. Jessica G, you're debating a guy that's streaming live from the loo. Are you in the bathroom, Dion? At least you're not in the bathtub. I see. But yeah, still no audio there. Are you on a cell phone? It's moving around like you're on a cell phone. Got his audio coming up on, or it's not coming up, but I have it turned up in OBS. So let's see. Last time I had a driver issue, I left a bad review on Uber. Very nice. I don't know if Dion can hear me. I've not gotten a thumbs up on his ability to hear me yet, or a message or anything. So it's Windows 90% plug and play. I don't know. So, well, this might be an interesting one. Anybody want to do some Flurf tech support? Maybe we can. You can come in. We could use Hangouts or Meets. I have a Meets thing. Just let me do that. I'll send you a Meets link. And let's see. Let me log in. Logging into Meets. Enter your password. That's not my password. Oh, crud. Change account. There it is. New. Start an instant meeting. So join now. All right, you know, I've never had trouble with people and Zoom like this, like I had today. So try Google Meets. There you go. Let's see if that works. What do we got for it was a pretty interesting stream there with Simon. If you missed that one, pop back to that. So Dion, I sent you a Google Meet link. You could try that one to see if it's not just oh, somebody's saying try having an unplug his headset from the phone. So, but he's not seeing any. He's not seeing what I'm typing yet in Messenger. So let's see. You can try. You can try unplugging the headphones too. So, maybe if he took off the sunglasses, he could see what he's doing. Is it Flat Out Hero or Mark Steele that he's trying to emulate here? I don't know. I don't know. So, let's see. I closed a whole lot of tabs, but don't worry. I've still got some tabs open. Here it is. Quiddies, I think Smo is short for his full name, which is more than just Smo. I don't know. But yeah, the tab is disgusting. Yeah, Flat Out Hero did. Oh, here we go. Sound settings, microphone. Choose the right device. It's really not brain surgery. Yeah. But I don't know, Dion, if you're on mobile or a desktop, and I don't know what OS you're using. I don't know. Maybe I could, help a little bit if we knew that. But We don't know. And this may go. Oh, here we go. It's saying you're not unmuting me. You have to. Let's see. Unmute. Yeah, this particular stream allows you to unmute yourself there. So you're not muted, but I don't hear you. So it's an audio problem on your side. Yeah, I still don't hear it. I see you talking. Can you hear me? Yes, you hear me? Let's see. I sent you a Google Meets link in Facebook. Man, this is quite a while. Yeah, I know his headphones are off. I don't know. Maybe he's already unplugged them. So, audio's fine on our end. We can't hear him. Why did this not happen with Simon? It took an hour and 15 minutes to get the audio working with Simon. So, yeah, I see Chris Murr is making some. He's got the fail whale going. Yep. Point to your ear, then to him. I don't. Do you hear me? I don't know. I could write it on paper. I think he can see me. Let me get a brand new piece of paper right here. So, can you hear me? No, you don't even hear me. So it's a complete audio fail on your computer. So, there we go. Check Facebook. Messenger. Could be that he dropped his phone in the bathtub when he was taking a bath earlier. You think? I don't know. Did you see his video from earlier today? Hey, put the table back in. We are guests in MC Tunes. Did what? What are you saying there, Punchy? Russell Glasser, is this the right guy? I think you got the wrong number. Headphones are unplugged, yeah? Man. Don't know what he's on either, so. Is Chris Murr tearing the table apart? I don't know what that is. Punchy. I don't recognize that. I don't know. Could, yeah, hard reset the phone. Could have him go upstairs and have his mom troubleshoot. Could ask him to press the NASA simulator button. He's flipping a table over out of anger. Kang027 says I should boot this Poe wanker. He's not even said the first word yet, so I don't know. I don't know if he's on mobile. I mean, it was moving around like he was on mobile. I think so. He knows the Earth is flat, but doesn't know the internet is easy. I did a quantum degreaser. One of the few smart flat earthers says, I did a video on what I think that NASA bathtub fake water level mess. All right, so he left. He left. That's why you see two of me, and it messes up. Look at that. I'm all goofy here. So since he left what did he leave? The Zoom chat. It messed up this video. This my video here. Okay, he's back in, but still nothing. Huh. Tell him to turn down the light in the room so he can hear us. Yep, so he can hear better. I did ask if he's Windows, iOS, Mac, or Android. No answer to that yet. So I don't know. This might be a letdown after his epic challenge. Let's watch his epic challenge while he wrestles with the network or with the sound settings on his whatever he's on. So this is in this video here. He says Agent Smith's aka Globeheads coming out of the woodwork.
My expression of martial art, and I would like to make a quick video addressing a mindless moron, aka Globehead, aka an Agent Smith. See, when you start talking about the flat Earth, and it's not really the flat Earth, it's the dome Earth. We're on a flat plane foundation, covered by a water cover firmament dome, but it's more known as the flat Earth to newer audiences, but it's really the dome Earth theory. But anyway, I noticed this, man, when you start talking about truth and questioning the things that you've been taught and going against the grain, the Agent Smiths start coming out. They start attacking you. Oh, this guy's an idiot. Oh, I can't believe this guy thinks the Earth is flat. But yet you believe we live on a giant spinning ball of water that's millions of miles away from the sun, even though the sun is far from millions of miles away. And you believe that this thing spins at thousands of miles an hour a day? But that's what you believe?
Thousands of miles an hour a day.
Globeheads don't want to accept the fact and the truth that they're fucking idiots. They're wrong. You know?
Will he
They've
have
been
evidence
taught all
for
their
this?
life in science class, aka propaganda class, by all these bullshit scientists. And this has been happening since the 1800s that we live on this spherical globe.
The 1800s, since.
So that's why you have these
BC
Agent
times,
Smiths
dude.
come out of nowhere when you start talking truth, you know? But that's what you have to expect in this matrix that we live in, right? But anyway, this Agent Smith, right? This idiot, mindless moron. He goes, you can't tell me anything about the shape of the Earth. I'm a sailor. I've been on the seas. I said, okay. So I asked him, if you're a sailor, you've been on the seas, how come you can't see curvature on any of the oceans or the seas? He goes, oh, I have seen curvature. When he said that, I knew he was full of shit. And this is what an Agent Smith does.
So you got nothing, huh?
No, I've been on the Atlantic Ocean. I've been on cruises. Dude, just go to your local beach. look straight ahead through the plane of the water. Tell me if you see any curvature. Sea level. Sea level.
No.
And so I go,
Yep.
explain to me how you saw curvature on the seas. He goes, oh, when there were storms outside and the waves. You know, if we lived on a flat earth, there wouldn't be waves in the water. I said, how in the world does that prove there's curvature on the ocean? That's got to do with the wind and the currents. How does that prove curvature? So, I say that to say this, man. These are the kind of Agent Smiths that bring these dumbass scientifical arguments that are all bullshit.
Scientifical.
When I've seen, when you can clearly go to a beach, just look down the water. There's no curvature. But see, this guy, I guess, with his magic spectacles, whatever, he's seen curvature because he's a sailor. Agent Smiths, come out to play. Agent Smiths, any of you globeheads want to debate me? Just tell me the time and place. I will debate you with half my brain tied behind my back.
Oh. Maybe he needs to use more brain to set up his phone or whatever he's using to get on.
It's amazing what a fresh perspective can teach us.
Let's turn that off there. So, yeah. He needs more of his brain to get on Zoom. My dad, who doesn't know how to copy paste. He cannot copy paste. My dad got on Zoom. I didn't even have to tell him. He figured it out on his own. So, yep. He just said 1 second. I asked him to check out Meets, which I have the Meets link also ready. So I have Zoom and Meets. I mean, I can do Hangout. I could do Facebook Messenger. I could, but you know, something's not right. He doesn't even know what device he's on. So, man. Technical difficulties, he says. Yeah, that is. Is anybody seeing buffering? I'm seeing a little bit on my little preview screen. So, I don't know. I have too many things going. Maybe I'll turn that off there. Turn this off here. Yep, that works good. So, I don't know. What do we do? Anybody got some scientific facts they want to question about? Any I don't know. Anybody want to pop in and maybe use Zoom quickly and we can talk a little bit? Right? Send me a message on Discord. How about Punchy? What do you think? I'll send you something here, Punchy. His brain is tied behind his back due to some serious birth defect that resulted in him being a flat earther. Oh, he say, yeah, I know that half his brain behind his back is a Rush Limbaugh thing. But yeah, he's gonna maybe need a little more. Oh, Punchy, you're his father. Oh, that's cool. All right, well, check Discord there, Punchy. Yeah. So the scientifical and the radicue. Gorillas can use iPads. Yeah, that's true. I think that sounds true. Yep. A man like me says 24-hour flat Earth area QE is in there now. I'm out. QE. Oh, that's reason to leave. But Quantum Degreaser is here, so we're good here. Oh, let's see. He is coming in on meats. I see you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, this is way better. Some technical difficulties this way.
Yeah, all right. Punchy, don't
Yeah,
come
sorry
in
about that.
to Zoom. Yeah, all right. I will. I gotta set up the Zoom. It's the wrong window now because it was looking for the other one. So hold on.
Yeah, there's a huge hurricane over here, so that probably has something to do with it, you know.
I don't think that the huge hurricane would mess with your phone or computer's ability to send audio. Doesn't work that way.
Well, it affects the cell towers.
Are you on Wi-Fi or cell?
I am on cell.
Do you not have Wi-Fi?
I am on my my iPhone X right now.
All right. All right, well, good. I'm glad you made it in. It's 27 minutes in. So, have you seen? Are you on you're on your iPhone? Do you have a computer too, or just the phone?
I do have a computer right now.
You're on the computer now, not the phone.
Right.
All right. So, all right, are you in the chat? There's a live chat on the video. Are you in that?
I'm not even paying attention to the chat. I didn't see that.
Okay. Well, I'll send you the link because there's.
Oh, here it is.
You see it? Okay.
Oh, there we go.
There's a bunch of people in there. So, all right. Well, so what do you got? You said you think the Earth is flat, so you must have some strong scientific evidence.
It all depends on what you think is scientific and what's not, you know? Like, what is scientific?
Well, I would go to places like Berkeley or Stanford, as they have really good definitions and descriptions of science, what it's about, so that people understand it. So if you want, I can send you some links to that. But it's not really up for a whole lot of debate on what is scientific. Scientifical, by the way, is not a real word. I was kidding. And I don't know. Oh my gosh. Cretan Bull, how did you know? Cretan Bull just guessed something that I didn't know if Cretan Bull, you need to tell me how you figured that out. So, all right. I would say then that what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to find some evidence. And a key part of evidence would be something with measurements, since people can measure.
What do you mean? Well, let me just say this. Well, you're saying evidence, right? Why has it been since the dawn of time that we have been taught that we live on a flat foundation, a flat plane?
Well, that's not true. So people have known for over 2,000 years that we live in a ball, a spinning ball. So that's been quite a while.
So if I were to show you some ancient Brazilian maps that prove of a firmament of a domed Earth, ancient Viking
maps of the firmament, this would be new. Maps of firmament.
You see, from the Egyptians to the Hebrews,
maps
to
of
the Brazilians.
firmament. Are you sure firmament? All right, bring forth the evidence of maps with firmament.
These maps, they have all shown that we have lived on a dome, in a flat plane.
On a dome now.
Oh yeah, if you go and research
on a dome.
If you go and research these maps.
No,
not on a dome. Inside a dome.
You said on a dome.
Well, I meant inside the dome.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's see them.
So you can't. So this is just a few evidence. You know what I mean?
Well, pictures aren't evidence of ancient pictures aren't evidence of really anything, right? So anyway, man, Cretan Bull, you nailed it. All right, hold on a second. I need to. I thought it might take longer, but there you go. There's the tattoo. One bad pig is the tattoo. All right, so yeah, let's see. I'm sure it's detailed and includes all sorts of scientific evidence of the dome. So send them to me, or you can share them on your screen, however you want.
Yeah, I'll send you out some ancient Mayan the depictions of what the Earth really is, and how they knew, the ancient Israelites, the ancient Hebrews.
How they knew.
Oh,
how
yeah.
they knew, or just an artist's impression.
The ancient Sumerian tablets have depicted and have taught and spoke about of a flat foundation, flat plane.
Just stories don't do much, So you got. Let's see the detailed scientific evidence from the ancient Sumerians and Egyptians and Israelis.
The Israelites.
Yes.
I'm a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. So
are you sending them?
Sending what?
Where you said you're going to send something so that we can look at it.
So I send these on the chat right now during the debate.
What's that?
So I should send these on the chat now during the debate.
You could send them to me in Facebook Messenger. You could send it in Google Meets in the chat here, and I will.
In the book of Genesis, it speaks of a firmament.
Yeah, that's a claim.
Yep,
that's a claim.
How is that a claim?
It's just a claim. So until there's evidence, a claim is a claim.
That's what it is.
That's how you examine stuff. You don't just listen to somebody say, and the lady of the lake, her arm bathed in shimmering samite, doth bequeath me the sword, therefore I'm king of England. No, you need a little more than that. And we've got
this whole thing with the. I'm sorry.
We've got a native Hebrew speaker from Israel in the chat. So make sure you don't say things that you're not sure of. We'll ask critical YM about that.
I'm definitely sure of these.
Yep. All right. So
claims.
Are you where are you posting this?
Posting what?
You were gonna send me some scientific evidence of the firmament.
Now, when you go outside, right? You see a rainbow.
Hold on. Focus here. Send me the scientific evidence of these maps with the firmament. We're gonna look at them.
So you want me to send those now?
Yes, right now.
During the debate?
Absolutely.
I mean, if that's what you want me to do, but I mean, that's going to kind of waste time, but...
But, I mean, we could just ignore your claims, if you wanted, which I mean, we're going to do anyway because you're not going to actually have any evidence, but, it's fun. So,
well, what evidence do you glowpads have?
Oh, well, we have measurements. Do you know how to measure things?
And what are the measurements?
Oh. Funny you should ask.
Measurements doesn't really,
I know, measurements hurt flat earthers. So, here's the deal. Have you seen Eric Dubé's 200 Proofs video?
Oh, Eric Dubay. Yeah, I'm a huge
Okay.
fan of Eric Dubay.
So what is his claim? It's not a proof, it's a claim. What is claim number 2?
of his video with the
Yep. What is his claim number 2?
about the measurements?
You said you watched his video, right? 200 proofs.
I don't believe I haven't seen the
there's-
video on measurements.
There's 200 of them. What is number 2? What is the second one?
I haven't seen his video on measurements.
Well, he doesn't have any video with measurements, of course. That's silly.
This is the first time I'm hearing about how measurements prove of a old spherical Earth.
Measurements are what you use in science to figure things out about the reality. So, without measurements, you don't get very far. So, like, for example, if you were going to say the Earth is flat, then I would expect that you'd show up with some measurements. All right, I'm getting a video here.
So this is math class now.
This is science. If you don't like science, then I'm not surprised, because no flat earther likes science. It doesn't do well for them. So let me see. I'm going to have to share my screen with you. All right, are you seeing this? Black Swan number 2?
Black Swan. Yep, I see that.
All right. I'm not sure if you're going to hear it. Let me see. Do you hear that? Black Swan music? Number 2. If the Earth were flat, then from high elevation, when you look at the... Well, then I won't do my self-talking. Instead, I will just jump right to mctoon.net/FEBS2, which you can see right here. If the Earth is flat, the horizon must rise to eye level. That is Dubay's claim number 2. So if the Earth is flat and the horizon must rise to eye level, the horizon does not rise to eye level, therefore the Earth is not flat. Here is a measurement of the rise or not rise of the horizon. You can see right here, this is through a high quality measuring device called a theodolite, done by a professional geodetic surveyor. This is on Williams Reset in Maine, and you can see right at the top there it says 90-00-00. That means that the crosshair there is at eye level, and you can see the horizon did not rise to eye level. He flipped the theodolite around, and he measured it using the other, basically rotated the entire telescope, so that if it was off one way, it would now be off the other direction, and you would see that it's not off, so both match. Then he flipped it and he measured down to the horizon, 269-52-10. So that's 7 arc minutes. An arc minute is 1/60th of a degree. 7 arc minutes below eye level. And here is his measurements. He measured 20 times, 10 in each face. And he got a horizon dip of 7 arc minutes and 39 arc seconds, which is 0.1275 degrees below eye level. So the horizon does not rise to eye level. But that's not it. There's more. I was in an airplane last summer in July. I took this picture. This is with the Theodolite app on my phone. You can do this as well. And you can see across there is the crosshair. And there's that circle. Do you see that circle there? That white circle? That's the moon. That's the moon. The moon is below eye level. And then below that, there's that box, right? That kind of square there. And then below that, you can see clouds. And below the clouds would be the land. So the horizon doesn't rise to eye level here either. Here's another picture from somebody else. DWolfman54 on Twitter. Same thing, the horizon failed to rise to eye level. Same thing here by Flat Slug Brains on Twitter. In fact, on this one, he measured down to the horizon and got negative 3.3 degrees, which is from his altitude, which is 11,000 meters. The predicted amount of dip of the horizon for a sphere the size of the Earth. So match predictions. All right. So Eric DeBay's number 2 completely destroyed. What do you got?
So, you guys. So let me just ask you this: the point you're saying, the point of the measurements is to scientifically prove of what?
It's to test the hypothesis.
Okay, but you want to know something that I noticed with each of those pictures that you just showed is that you saw no curvature.
So could you address the actual evidence? If you want, I can show you some curvature. You actually didn't even look at, to tell you what, I will.
I say that to say this.
You didn't even look.
You're throwing around, you're saying this, all these measurements and all this mathematical.
Yeah, I know it hurts your brain.
BS that it's like, it's not proving anything.
Actually, it does.
I'm seeing it with my own eyes, and there's no curvature.
So is denialism?
So what does the math have to do with that? What does measurements have to do with that?
So denialism is a religious position. So right here, do you see a curve of the horizon there? Do you?
Now,
hold it. Yes or no? Do you see a curve of the horizon here?
I do not.
You do not.
And I'm going to tell you why.
This is curved. And here's the deal. You said you did not see a curved horizon. This is curved. Everybody in the chat right now can see that it's curved because I have it filling the screen. There are over 200 people, 273 people seeing right now that this is curved. And you said none of these were curved. Now here's the deal. This particular telescope has barrel distortion. So this particular telescope in this theodolite is not useful for measuring curve like that. That's not what it's for. It's an extremely accurate device for measuring angles. That's its design. So this one does have curve. You said there was no curve. You lied.
This telescope right here is fish lens.
That's what I just said. Absolutely. So when you said there was no curve of the horizon, yet there is curve of the horizon, you were lying.
So here's the thing: that you admitted that the telescope the perspective is through fish lens.
Absolutely.
That messes with the perspective.
It does not mess with the perspective. It does not mess with the measurement.
That's why it's curved.
So, I'm not.
It messes with the view. It's got nothing to do with measurements.
Dion, the curve, the left to right curve of the horizon is not the claim in this particular image. The dip of the horizon is what's being measured here with this precision measurement device that's accurate, certified accurate to 1/3600th of a degree.
So
right
you're
here,
saying the fish lens doesn't affect the view.
It absolutely does not. Geodetic surveyors must calibrate their instruments. He is a licensed geodetic surveyor. What they do must work, or they would get in trouble if they didn't do their measurements well. So, you said, let me quote you, there's no curve on the horizon, yet look at that. There's a curve. So you didn't even look at it. You just concluded that there was no curve. But the curve here isn't even the curve. So, let's get out of this. So, you kind of shot yourself in the foot there. Now, this one here, how much curve do you think that you should see in this particular image?
You don't see any curve.
How much should you see? How much left to right curve should you see in this image? Show me the math.
See, once again, what does math have to do with any of it? I'm judging with my own
that's
eyes. I don't see any
science.
curvature.
I'm sorry. That's science. You have a hypothesis. The Earth is curved. Your hypothesis then is, or if the Earth is curved, then there is a consequence to the curve. There is a certain amount of left to right curve that you should see on an image. So you're claiming there must be a certain amount of left to right curve, but you didn't quantify how much of that curve you should see. So how much curve should you see in that image? And then let's test how much curve should be seen. Because you're certain that curve must be seen, but you don't know how much curve must be seen? Time to sack up here, dude.
How does that even make sense? If there's curvature, I should see curvature. It doesn't mean how much or whatever.
Much curvature should you see?
How am I supposed to know how much curvature?
Math. Go ahead. Show us your calculations.
So we're judging how much math I should know, depending on how much.
If you're making a claim, if you're making a specific claim, there should be curvature here. Then you need to at least understand the ramifications of your claim. How much curve are you claiming must be seen in this image?
I'd have to find out how high I am.
Okay, you have no idea. That's the thing. And you wouldn't have a clue how to do the math anyway, would you? You didn't even check to see, when you watched Eric Dubé's second proof, you didn't check to see how much dip there should be. You've never thought, well, how much curve should I see? You just like, there should be curve, and I don't know, but I don't see it. So you don't actually have a damn idea.
So, okay, when you look on the globe model, right? And last I checked, this isn't math class, this isn't science, this is reality. Like, you know what I mean? If you see the Atlantic,
the shape of the Earth is measured using science, and math is an integral part of it.
Okay, so if you look on the globe, right, and judging by the globe model, you see the Atlantic Ocean on a curve going down, right? Why is it that when I personally visited the Atlantic Ocean, there's no curvature?
How much curvature are you expecting to see? Based on the size of the globe that you're on, how much should you see?
How much? That doesn't matter how much I should see. I should see something, and I don't see any.
Well, are your eyes precision angle measuring devices? How much? That's a good question. How much of a curve should you see? Let's say I had a piece of paper here, and I curved it by 1 degree, just 1 degree. Do you think that your eyes could see that?
I should say so.
You should say so. You sure about that?
I'm pretty positive, yeah.
What is the resolution of your eye's ability to measure curve? What is it? You must know it because you're making claims about it.
Well, like I said, if I see curvature, you're obviously going to notice the dip. You know what I mean?
How much dip, and how are you going to measure that with your eye?
What do you mean? It's perspective.
Yeah, it's perspective. So when you're standing at the beach, when your feet are touching the water, how much dip of the horizon should you see, and how much left to right curve of the horizon should you see, and is your eye instrument precise enough to identify that?
It is. I believe our human eyes are very precise.
Blind faith. Got it. All right. So blind faith. Flat Earth is a religion, and your blind faith tells you that you should see that much. You don't know how much curve, but you know that you can see that much curve, even though you don't know how much curve it is, left to right, and same vertical dip. You have no damn idea, do you? All right.
So why don't I see any curve? Answer me that.
Because your eyes are not precision measuring devices. In order to see a very small amount of curve, you need an instrument to help you do that. Some way to measure that. For example, a theodolite helps you measure vertical angles. And I went through all of those right there to show you the dip of the horizon as absolutely required on a globe. Every one of those was showing a dip. Now, here's the deal.
Michelin's, right?
If the Earth is flat, what's the dip of the horizon supposed to be?
The dip of the horizon?
Yeah, what should the horizon dip be if the Earth is flat? From 6 feet. From 100 feet. From 600 feet. What should the dip of the horizon be from any of those places?
I would say, judging on your perspective, the dip would probably, based on your visibility, probably I would say about 10 miles.
Dip is an angular measurement, not a mileage measurement. Dear God.
But you're saying...
Dear God, how dumb can somebody be? All right, so I'm going to read some super chats. This is getting crazy.
Wow.
Do some math or something. Try to figure it out.
I gotta do math to know the.
Yes.
Live on a.
Absolutely, you got to do math, you dummy.
That's bullshit.
Absolutely,
That's
math
bullshit.
is an absolute integral part of science. If you don't like it, that's fine, because flat earthers are religious people that have religious beliefs and deny science. That's what flat earthers are. And that's fine with me. If you want to deny science, and give it different names and just flat out deny it, perfect. We'll point and laugh. That's all you deserve. So, and the George said, let me know if you need to come in and light a dumpster fire tune. I got it covered, George. Let's see. Did you see the SpaceX SN5 150-meter hop?
Propaganda.
So awesome. I did not see
Science
that.
propaganda.
Petermas Prime. I did not. I'm going to watch it, though. I was excited to see that. So, hey, Dion Smo, what's the holdup? Says Jessica G. Do you know Jessica G? She's pretty cool.
I do not know Jessica G.
All right. So, Robert Williams, she's pretty smarmy. If you're from Manchester, you'd know smarmy. Robert Williams says half his brain is tied behind his back due to the same serious birth defect that resulted in him being a flat earther. So tell you what, to be fair, Dion, how about you use your entire brain? Because so far it's not been going well. Cretin Ball, you guessed one bad pig. Hold on, I got to catch up here. Just a second, I got process that so you can do it. All right. Nerd Angle. Ranger Man 9404 says all of Eric Dubé's proofs are bull. Number 2, if you know what I mean. I do. Nerd Angle says Dion, in 5 minutes you've proven unequivocally. Shh. Dion, in 5 minutes you've proven unequivocally that you need some basic science classes. Please do some research, read some books. Absolutely. Punchy, for 2 Monopoly dollars, says, can you please give him the litmus test? We'll do that in a bit here. That's a good question. Good one there. Spike Smith says, what is guest's education level or professional qualifications? That's a good question. So Dion, what is your education level? Did you finish middle school?
I sure did. I finished middle school, high school, and I went to college for a couple of years before I did drop out because, like I said, college is nothing but.
And what did you study in college?
A scam as well.
What did you study in college?
I was studying business. I was studying business ownership, but.
All right, so no science there either. Now in Minnesota.
What is with Minnesota, you and science?
In Minnesota, your junior year and senior year of high school, math and science classes become optional. Did you? I don't know where you live. Is that required? Did you take physics and algebra 2, for example?
I did not take I did take algebra 2, but
did you pass algebra 2?
I never took physics. I did.
All right, I believe you.
And what do you? Okay, let me ask you this: what do you use algebra 2 for in your everyday life? What do you use that for?
Oh, I've been using it today already. So let's see. Truth Nerd says he didn't need a lot of rope when he tied his brain behind his back.
So here, okay.
Big talk from you, man. So you're gonna get a lot of craps back. So Dion,
No, but here's
Peter
the
Miss
thing,
Prime
though.
says, Dion, did you use your senses or an instrument to determine accurate speed in your car?
Accurate. Oh, you're gonna. I mean, that's different.
How is it different?
That's-
Are you able with your eyes to accurately measure the speed of your vehicle to 1 mile an hour?
Well, once you get past a certain mileage, you're going to. Once you get farther in the mileages, yeah, you're going to need an instrument, as you say. But yeah, I can judge 1 to 10 miles with my eye. You know what I mean?
1 to 10, but not
Like, I'm sure you could do that.
not 60, 65, 70, right? So, all right. So let's see. Look up. Robert Williams says, look up
Please.
optical refinements Acropolis. Even ancient Greeks understood that the human eye sucks at determining straight and curved lines. That is true. Jessica G, again, says, hey, Toon, Dan the Waterman challenged you. Who's Dan the Waterman? Well, Jessica, send me a link or something, or give him my email address, I guess. So, yeah.
Can I just ask you a question though?
Sure.
I noticed this and I knew this was happening. You Lopez, you guys like to use science this.
Yes, we
Today's
love
science.
science.
Today's
Yes.
science is nothing but bullshit propaganda. Most scientists are.
Well, that's a
bullshit.
claim. Tell you what, I will.
And-
I'll write that down on your list of claims because I'm sure you'll have a bunch.
And the funny thing about you Lopez with science is that, with our perspective and what we see, it contradicts your scientific claims. Like, you know what I mean?
No, not at all.
So therefore, all that math bullshit scientifically goes out the window, because what I'm seeing with my own eyes is
So no measurements.
contradicting that.
Got it. No measurements. So fail, but that's understood. Coming into
okay.
it, we know you're going to fail at basically that. So okay, so science is BS propaganda.
That's why
So
we never see any
ancient.
curvature, right?
You just wait. Ancient whoever had maps of the firmament. Still waiting on that one.
They sure did.
All right, working on your claims here. So let's see. Lael is fun for $5. Says
They're out there. Go
if-
research it.
no, it's not my job to support your claim. It's your job to support your claim. Are you new? Are you new to that? All right, yeah, you are. All right. In my
It's
field,
not your
if
job to
my
research.
if my field of view 180 degrees and I look out and see a building 27 miles across water, how many miles left to right? If my field of view is, there you go. All right. So if my field of view is 180 degrees and I look out and see buildings 27 miles across water, how many miles left to right is it? You get that? So 27 miles away from you, 180 degree view. How far is that 180 degree field of view? How many miles is it?
Oh, it'll probably be. Honestly, I don't know what this has to do with anything.
You don't know. This is not actually that difficult.
Like I said, this is a math class. Like, I'm not, you know.
Well, yeah, you said you finished algebra. You said you finished 8th grade. I'm going to tell you what. I'll give you a little free tutoring here.
Well,
A little free
please
tutoring.
enlighten me.
Here's a circle. All right? 180 degree view. So you're in the middle of that circle and you can see 180 degrees across it. Ba, 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 ba. You're right there in the middle. And out to there is 27 miles. Okay? Are you getting there?
Oh, I'm with you.
All right. So now, how do we know this distance around here? This half of the circle. How do we know that? How can we figure that out?
By the diameter there.
Yeah. How do we? What's the relationship?
With what? What are you talking about?
Well, how about we figure out the circumference of the entire circle first? How are we going to do that?
Oh, I'm sure there's some formula with your whatever algebra you're taking to figure that out.
That's covered in about 6th grade in America. Now, you're in America, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
So yeah, I said I'm in Minnesota here. So hold on a second. Somebody said Morton Nielsen. I want to make sure I didn't miss something. Morton Nielsen. Oh yeah, for 45 Donkey Kong dollars. Don't know what that is there. I think it's Denmark kroners, but we like saying Donkey Kong dollars. He's a fan of Dubé. Well, second knockout for MC Toon tonight. If you mention Eric Dubé, you lose. So yeah. Anyway, all right. So
why is that?
I already destroyed his claim number 2. But all right. So there's a well-known formula.
Science. Doesn't prove nothing.
Yeah, that's another claim, so I got to write that down. Have you ever seen that? Right there. Does that make any sense? Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, a little
that's
bit.
That's not algebra 2, by the way. Right. Danish kroner, not Denmark. Oh, yes. DK for Denmark, K for kroner. Yes. All right. So pi is how much?
Oh yeah, pi r squared.
Pi r squared would be the area, and pi d, or 2 pi r, right, times 2 times r, which is 27, right? So here we go. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to pull out my handy HP 48.
I didn't know this was a math class.
It's science. Anytime you do science, there's a good chance that math is involved. So 3.14 times 2 times 27.
Science class either. Science propaganda.
So if there's an error, you point it out, okay? 169.56 equals the circumference. All right? So, have you found any errors in this, what you have claimed to be propaganda? If it's propaganda, it must be wrong. What's wrong about this? Anything?
It's listen, I'm not saying the formula's wrong.
Okay. So we'll move on here. So now it's half.
What are you using it for? What's it proving?
Well, somebody asked you a question, and we're going through this. This is your free tutoring session. So half of that whole circle.
Oh, I thought this was a debate. I thought this was
how. Oh no, this is a slaughter, is what this is. You came to a thermonuclear war naked. That's what you did. So
sure.
I'm glad you got in the bathtub earlier today. So what you do is you're going to divide it by 2.
You know what? All you glow pads are just all brainwashed.
Yeah, so you've got nothing.
Your mathematics,
so your entire field of view,
boyish.
84.78.
Lost in the sauce.
All right, so here, 84.78 miles. I'll put the units on there because it's always good to have units. That is your field of view. If you have a 180-degree field of view and you can see something 27 miles away, your 84.78 miles is your field of view. All right? How much curve should be in that? Which, of course, you can't answer that question. You can just say, I think there should be curve. I believe I should see curve, and I believe that my eyes are good enough to see that much curve, but you don't actually know. So, all right, let me see here.
Okay, well, you believe we live on a round Earth, right?
No, I don't believe that. It is a fact. So let's see.
No, it isn't. It's not a fact.
So let's see. Why are the words of a yoga instructor from Thailand, aka Eric Dubé, credible in the slightest? To be fair, anybody's words could be credible. They just need to be accurate and well researched, which Dubé did research very well by reading John Carpenter's book and then adding another 100. so that he could lie to people and make money. So Dubé doesn't think the Earth is flat. He just likes taking money from people. So,
Well,
Marco,
that's your opinion, but he knows what he's talking about.
Marco Hergic. Am I saying that right, Marco? It's probably not. Says, you need to do math, stupid. Do you fall on your head? Did you fall on your head? So did you fall on your head is the question to you.
Why do I need to use mathematics?
Because it's an integral part of science. Okay, stop using your propaganda computer then, says Kang024. And when you get ill, please tell the doctors it's all propaganda. I'd add to that, should you find that you discover a bullet hole in you. Say, I'm sorry, doctors. I don't need your propaganda to fix this bullet hole. I'm going to call up Eric Dubé and ask him how to fix the bullet hole.
So when did we go into the medical field, though?
No, it's part of the propaganda you're claiming.
No, it's not. That's two totally different aspects.
You said education is propaganda, and how do doctors get educated?
Well, obviously, you're going to need to go to college for the medical field.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were unaware of that for a minute. Okay. Now, do you think that you need to go to college to, to build buildings? To build buildings? To make, skyscrapers and bridges? Do you think that would do well to have some, what do you think?
I'll say if you're in that field of engineering, yes, you do. But, that kind of stuff you do need to go to college for. But, you know what I mean? To own a business,
I'm not saying...
college is all bullshit and scam for the most part. I mean, come on, let's get real.
I am being real, and you just said that again. And so, again, I'll insist that you be honest in that, and should you find a bullet hole in yourself, when the doctor who went to college, you learned what he learned in college, you're going to tell him, I'm sorry, no, do not use your propaganda to fix me. Right?
That's not what I said.
Yeah. So Brian Peck, who's in the chat and is a medical doctor, says, please tell me he didn't say medicine isn't science. I'll fight him. Oh, that'd be a quick one. So, let's see. Kang024 says, apologies for my word usage in the last super chat. These people are, however, legitimately mentally ill. So Kang thinks you're mentally ill. So.
Oh, now we're mentally ill because we.
Not we.
We don't.
Just you. Just you.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, gotcha.
Let's see. That guy has put makeup and come back. Stupidity. Do you know who that guy is? They think you're that guy. I don't think you're that guy. He doesn't own the same sunglasses.
So.
Ooh, do you know Flunchy? Flunchy's a flat earther. He trolls me occasionally.
I do not know Flunchy.
Oh, Flunchy. All right. Well, Flunchy says collage is not prof of the globe. He misspelled a little bit. Sorry, Flunchy. So, all right. I'm all caught up. So, how about this? Since I showed evidence, measurements of the globe that match predictions and can only happen on the globe and completely destroy the idea that the Earth is flat. Your turn. How about you present some evidence? The floor is yours.
Your science contradicts you. Your science contradicts you guys.
Present your evidence. Go ahead.
Okay. So, if we live on a curved Earth, as you say, we should be able to see a ship go over the horizon after, 10 miles? We don't see that.
After what 10 miles? Now, what 10 miles is not really a very good hypothesis. Can you maybe improve your hypothesis?
No, but if, by your logic...
It depends on your elevation, of course, right? Doesn't it depend on your elevation?
That should be going over the curve after 10 miles.
Well, it depends on your elevation. Do you not
But
know that?
it doesn't disappear till after 70 miles.
No, do you not know that the elevation of the observer makes a big difference?
And how is that?
Well, it's part of the math again. The part that hurts you. It burns as your
Math
precious.
again.
I know. Let's see here. I have.
All the good old mathematicians here.
Yeah, and it burns as your precious, doesn't it? So let's see.
It's all
here.
bullshit. It's
Well,
bullshit.
if it's wrong, I'll show you over
By
the
10
horizon.
miles.
Yeah, but you obviously don't understand that the elevation matters.
Here
Because
is- I-
because you can't say 10 miles unless you know the observer's height. You also need to know the lapse rate, which you probably don't even know what that is. I would be surprised if you ever heard of that. So, all right, I'm going to present you. Gotta close this. Here you go. All right, are you seeing? So this is from Daz the Cameraman. A friend of mine lives in New Zealand. And the audio doesn't matter. But what he did is he has a P, this one's a P, I don't know, this is a P1000. 125x zoom on this one. On this camera. And you can see here he's at the seaside. And he's zooming in. And there's some ships there. Do you see those ships? They're coming. And he's zooming in more. Now you see the one in the foreground is potentially all in front of the horizon. But there's two others. There's one on the left and one on the right. And he's zooming in on them. The one on the left is sticking up and you don't see any of the hull. None of it at all. Not one bit of the hull. But it's the same model ship. So you see the vertical things sticking up, the smokestacks or whatever. They have gone over the hull. Or not over the hull, sorry, over the horizon. So, what do you think? You said they should go over the horizon, and there they are, going over the horizon.
They have not gone over the horizon.
Well,
Are
that's
you
a
kidding me?
that's a strange claim to make right there. When we're seeing
they-
that, but do go ahead and continue your claim.
If they were going over the horizon, they would be out of view. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not. It doesn't
Hello?
go. Do you think that it should just go like in a click, like you see the entire thing and then boom, you see none of it? Is that what you think should happen, or do you think it should go
Oh yeah,
and then
because
it gets obstructed
if we lived
bottom
on a-
up?
If we lived
Bottom
on
up.
a globe, it should go all the way. It should be going all the way over on a curve there, out of view by a globe head logic, right?
Yeah, and so if that ship
We don't see
were
that
farther,
with our own two eyes. Why is that?
if that ship were farther, then you wouldn't see it.
Hello.
In fact, I would bet that there's ships to the left and right farther away on the horizon and
man.
land masses that we don't see, all of them over the horizon. All right, so you've made a claim again and not backed it up.
This picture has backed it up because it overrides your scientific bullshit.
But what's obstructing it bottom
Because
up?
it contradicts it.
Actually,
It's
this,
over the horizon by now. It's not over the horizon.
what do you mean by now? You don't know how far away that ship is. You don't know how far the ship is. You're talking as if you know how far away the ship is.
Okay, well, do you know how far it is?
No, this video isn't showing.
So, hello.
Oh, dude, you're floundering pretty bad. So all right, I got the wrong thing here. Man, that's pretty funny.
All you scientists contradict yourself.
But you.
Your man-made
But
mathematics.
how
all
is
that
it
bullshit.
how is it contradicting? What part of it is contradicting?
What I'm seeing is not adding up with your scientific formulas.
What, you didn't do any scientific formulas. Don't lie
I
to
didn't
me
have
here.
to.
Yes, you
I
do.
didn't have to.
You absolutely do have to.
Because what I'm seeing is contradicting it.
What is contradicting it? You can't even put words to what's contradicting it. You don't know what's contradicting it. In fact, this completely supports it. This is beautiful evidence of the globe because there's something obstructing that ship that's farther away. Something obstructing, and the weather conditions
What's
are
obstructing it?
so water. The weather conditions are so nice here that there isn't a superior mirage or a inferior mirage that we can see at all. Maybe there is, but it's so small that you can't see it one bit. This is an awesome thing showing that the Earth is curved because it's obstructed bottom up. Being on a flat surface, nothing would ever be behind the horizon, ever.
No. That's not behind the horizon.
Oh, what is it then? What is obstructing it? What's in the way?
It's an object. What do you mean what's obstructing it?
What's covering the bottom part of that ship, or is that ship just sinking?
What's covering the bottom part of it?
The bottom part of the ship on the left. What's covering the bottom part of the ship on the left? We don't see the hull, but it's the same model ship as the other one. What's blocking the ship? Why can't we see it?
I don't understand. You can see what's blocking it.
You can't see what's blocking it?
You can.
What's blocking it?
What's
blocking the left?
View,
What's blocking the left
I don't know
ship?
I don't know what's blocking it, but I mean, obviously, there's something there. You know what I mean?
The curve of the Earth is blocking it.
And how do you know it's the curve? Why come it's the curve like that? Please enlighten me.
Do you have an alternative hypothesis for what's causing it?
And how is that the curve? How is it the curve? I'm asking you.
You're the one that said that things don't get blocked as they don't. They said they don't go over the horizon. I'm showing you a boat over the horizon, and you're like, it's not. It's I don't know what it is, but it's not.
If that was over the horizon, you wouldn't see it. It would be going down. Hello?
It is. It is going down. That's why we only see the top part of it.
No. Nope. See, that's what I'm saying. I overrided that science because
nope.
You wouldn't see it if it was going down. Come on, genius. I mean, come on, bro.
You wouldn't see it if it was going down.
Oh yeah, on a globe. Yeah, it would be going down.
It is going down.
Clearly not.
Oh,
Not if it was over the horizon. By your logic.
Oh, dude.
I laugh. You know what? I'm laughing at your science bullshit because I just proved
I know.
that it's all bullshit. Science has nothing to do with it.
Have the kid be up here because you're so mean right now.
80% of science today is all man-made propaganda.
You've said that, but not supported it. Oh, all right. So,
I
got to pull it together here.
We're seeing it now. That's what's supporting it.
All right. Well, that was some craziness. So, all right, let's look at this. Do you know the flat earther Dwayne Kellum?
I do not.
You do not. Okay. Oh, somebody said that you are they're asking if you're seeing the live chat, and they want to be sure that you're watching the live chat.
I'm on the Google Hangouts. I don't see the live chat.
No, the live chat would be part of the stream, the video on YouTube.
No, I'm not paying attention to that.
Oh, well, there's a bunch of people that are like, "Hey, get them in here. They want you to see it." So, oh, all right. So here is Dwayne Kellum is a flat earther who likes to send up balloons, high altitude balloons. He has a camera. It's a Sony A7S II with the Sony lens. That's an FE 50mm 5.8. 5.8 is the aperture. So that particular lens right here is a grid showing that lens's distortion properties. Now, I don't know if you can see it well enough on here, but I have this on my website, mc2.net/Dwayne Kellum. So I pulled this this lens distortion grid from a website that reviews lenses and has a whole collection of lenses that they test. They take pictures on a grid and they quantify the lens distortion. All right, hold on a second. We got a couple things to approve here. So, and if you look closely at this one, it actually has so little lens distortion that you cannot identify it. Oh, he's gone. Are you still here? Dion, you still here? Maybe he switched. Oh, did you switch out? And that's because you disappeared, Dion.
I'm back. Another malfunction. This, like I said, there's a hurricane going on over here.
Okay. All right. Are you? Is it still presenting? You see this checkerboard thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Stringer News 1 would like to say that 111% of statistics are made up. So there's that. All right. So this particular grid, you can look at it closely. You can look at it closely and see that the lens distortion is not visible. You can actually click on the link and there's a zoom in and you can look at this particular, like, that there's no perceptible. It is, I'm sure it's measurable. But anyway, so this particular lens does not have any distortion to it. All right. So he sent up he sent up this balloon to it's about 120,000 feet, 117 right here. And do you see this? Are you seeing this right here? This is at 117,000 feet, a high altitude balloon sent up by a flat earther, right? Saif DK, he's correcting me on that. Okay, so this particular still is quite obviously curved through a lens that we can verify does not provide barrel distortion. Now we can also do something. We can draw a line across it using a photo editor just to see. And so here is a you see that big is that a yellow line there? You can see the curve. It goes up and it comes back down right there, up and down. So this flat earther balloon shows the curve of the horizon. And we can do a left or right compression of it if we want to see a little more, but just that straight line is all we really need. So there you go. There is
the
curve.
You said this is a weather balloon?
Yeah, it's a weather balloon set up by flat earther Dwayne Kellum. Let's see. There it is.
This is the curve right here.
That is the curve right there. Absolutely. So
and
you're asking
what kind
for
of device did he have?
It's a Sony 50mm lens, which I showed earlier that it has no optical distortion, no barrel or fisheye to this particular lens.
That's funny to me, man, because any footage from weather balloons I've ever seen show no curvature. So that's
you've never analyzed it. You've never analyzed it. What you've done is you've decided that you have a conclusion, right? The conclusion is the Earth is flat, and so you look at something and you say, oh, well, that supports my conclusion. So I won't bother looking into it and analyzing it. I'll just say, yep, it does. There you go. So that's what you did.
That clip you just posted of the weather balloon?
Yes. Right here.
Right. Now, I've said before that all of NASA's pictures of the Earth are CGI.
This is not NASA. They are.
This looks CGI, but if this is coming from a Sony camera or whatever, this is the first picture I've ever seen from a weather balloon where it's quote unquote curvature, but I'm not totally buying it. Any other footage I've seen from a weather balloon, you see no curvature. So this is kind of suspect, if you would.
How is it suspect? Because it contradicts your conclusion? That is pseudoscience.
Look at the photo. Look at the picture.
Yeah, it's got a curve in it.
Does this not look like CGI?
No, it does not look like CGI.
Oh, okay.
And are you certified in CGI forensics? Are you an expert in that? Okay, so
I don't
so
have
your
to
opinion.
be.
So your
I don't have
opinion
to
matters nothing.
I don't have
Got
to
it.
be.
Got it.
I
Yes,
don't have
actually,
to be
You do
to know when
but,
I see CGI.
All right, so let me. I got a couple more things to circle here. So all right.
Oh God.
That one. There's that one. So okay. Did you? Yeah. Okay. So
You globe heads or something else, man.
all right. So so far you've brought no evidence.
Lost in the Matrix.
You've made claims. You've made claims about things, but not actually provided any evidence. So, and the evidence that I've presented, you've denied outright. Do you know that denial is a religious position, not a factual position?
Evidence. You provided evidence, which is all scientific bullshit.
Absolutely.
That's not
it's
evidence.
Sorry.
No, it's not.
I don't know how you think that evidence is not evidence, but yeah, denying evidence is a religious position when somebody presents evidence. So I've got a couple people that have sent some things. I will tell you what we'll do. Let's do this. So yeah,
And I hate to say it, but this picture here looks bullshit. Like I know bullshit when I see it, and this.
But you should tell Flat Earther
That's
Dwayne
it.
Kellum about that.
Oh, Flat Earth. Well, I mean, I'm just telling him. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I know
I don't
you.
care who sent it.
I know you're telling him. Yeah, it's just you've got your pocket full of denial there. You're gonna sprinkle everywhere. So let's see. I've got a couple pictures here from. Oh yeah, that's a nice one from B-Ball for Life. Oh, they're paired up, and I got the wrong ones. They're out of order here. Hold on a second. I got to get the right ones. There we go. Those two. Dude, B-Ball. In the middle of a debate, it's tough, you know. So, okay, this is a good one. I'll show you this one. So, you say things should go over the curve, but they don't. But here you go, is something over the curve. Look at that. You can see that the bottom of those buildings is missing. Something is blocking it. What is it blocking the bottom of those buildings?
That's a wave.
A wave.
It's a wave.
Should we do
That's
the
a wave.
Should we do
Come
the
on.
math? Let's do the math.
Whoever took
on
the
a
picture
wave.
as the waves come. That's a wave.
How tall is that wave?
Oh my!
How tall is that wave?
I don't care how tall a wave is. It's a wave.
Let's say
That's why it's blocking the bottom of the building.
let's
Come on.
say that the photographer is 10 feet above the water. How about that? Right? Is that
Okay.
fair? All right. So we got the water. We got a wave in the middle, and we got that. I'm drawing this out for you here, right? So here's your flat Earth.
Oh, you globe heads, man. Lost in the sauce.
Yeah, but you've got nothing so far. So okay. So
Neither do
here's,
you.
I've showed you evidence, and all you do is deny. So here's what you're claiming, right? This is your
Evidence,
claim.
aka scientifical.
Yeah, I know you hate
Bullshit.
science. I know. So
It's
all right. So there's what you're
bullshit.
claiming. The thing is, that wave needs to be pretty stinking tall. How tall do you think the waves are in this picture here? 40 feet tall?
I don't know what city it is, but
Well, I mean,
there's
you're
some,
certain it's a wave, right?
I'm
Yeah, it's a wave
100%.
that's completely
100% certain.
It's hundreds
That's a
of
wave.
feet wide. Yeah, man, where are the surfers?
That's a wave.
They should totally be digging.
Okay,
digging 10
I've been
on that.
to beaches in California where waves get that high.
Look at this. Look at that. That's crazy. That wave is so high. Here's the problem.
A wave.
Here's the problem. You don't understand the math that you're claiming. The geometry of this wave.
I'm not claiming any math.
But there is.
You're the one claiming the math.
There's an implicit geometry that you're calling on when you say that's a wave, right? So if somebody's 10 feet tall and the bottom 20 feet of a building are obstructed, right? That wave needs to be high enough to block, right? How high does that have to be? You don't know. Much higher than that wave is going to be. That would be tsunami. Tell your parents about that one there. That's a pretty high wave. I got a message here. So
it's a wave. Waves get that high. I'm sorry.
Of course, yes, of course it is. So, all right. So I'm
it
sorry.
Doesn't add up with your scientific bullshit.
You know what I did?
It's not true.
I kind of interrupted you. It's your turn to present, and I go and present in evidence destroying flat Earth instead when it's your turn to present evidence. So I'm sorry. I have to apologize. Your turn. Present your evidence of flatness.
You don't provide evidence. You provide scientific, mathematical bullshit.
Yeah, it's evidence that I've been providing. But if you don't like
that's
science,
why I haven't seen any curvature. That's why I haven't seen any curvature yet.
I showed you a picture of curvature by a flat earther, and all you had was denial. So your turn. Show me some measurements of flatness. Go ahead.
So, okay, so one, why do I have to show measurements? And two, when you go to a beach, it's just simple shit. When you go to a beach, you look 15 miles down, you don't see any curvature. I'm in an airplane.
Yeah, okay,
55,000 feet up. I see no curvature.
Wow, you've been in an airplane 55,000 feet. Wow, what plane was that?
What do you mean? A regular airline plane.
No, regular airlines don't go 55,000 feet.
Well, I'm saying, however feet they go up, all right?
Oh, however feet they go up. So I showed you from 117,000 feet, which is a lot higher than an airplane, curve. So... Got it. We covered you already. So, you got anything else?
I wouldn't be surprised.
So
I wouldn't be surprised if that photo's edited.
Yeah. So denial and I can send it to you, and then you can provide the detailed forensic analysis on it. So
the evidence is all around us.
All right. So
you know
bring forth the evidence. It's your turn. I keep thinking I should present something, but I'm going to hold off so that you can present your evidence. Proceed.
The evidence is all around us. Okay, check this out, right? On a spherical Earth, right? Now, I have a lot of different mixed opinions on the moon, but why is it that you see the moon, right? You only see one side, the one face of the moon, all across the Earth, right? If we lived on a spherical Earth, you should see different aspects of each side of the moon, but you only see one. Why is that? That's not possible on a spherical Earth.
How much should we see from different parts of the Earth?
You should see each side of the moon, depending on what side of the Earth you're on. If we're on a spherical Earth.
Side.
You only see one face.
I'll draw a picture. I'll draw a picture, and then maybe you can describe it for me.
Ooh, let's see you figure this one out.
So
with science.
This is we're back to about third grade here. So drawing pictures. So let's see. I got my little circle drawing device here. So,
You glow pets can't accept the truth.
I'll tell you, all you need to do is, come up with some
And
evidence.
I'm in denial.
And then
I have. The evidence is around us.
Okay.
You choose to ignore it.
Now this is not to scale. The moon would be much farther away and maybe a little bigger. I don't know, but so right here. So now if we've got an observer, and only half of the Earth can see the moon at a time, so we got a guy over here and a guy over here on the Earth, right? So here's our two, Bob and Alice, looking at the stuff, right? And
Oh, I can't make this shit up.
I know it's pretty rough. Now, of course, the scale is quite horrible because things would, if it was to scale, everything would be tiny. But so here you go. Here's the angle. This is a pretty extreme because it's not to scale. Like I said, the moon would be much farther away, so those angles would be much flatter. So how much of the moon do you think people should see from opposite sides of the spherical Earth?
I don't know how much, but they should see different sides.
Oh, you don't know how much. So you don't even have a testable hypothesis.
I don't have a hypothesis on it.
I'm
saying, if you
I don't
live
doubt
on
that.
a certain part of the Earth,
I agree with you.
if you live on a certain part of the Earth, depending on what part, Brazil, Egypt, you should see a different perspective of the moon.
How much?
Everybody on the Earth sees the same side, the same face.
How much different should they see?
They should see different perspectives of the moon.
Yeah, but how much?
We live on a spherical Earth.
How much?
I don't know how much. It doesn't matter how much.
So you don't have a hypothesis.
It doesn't matter how much. I don't.
You don't even have a hypothesis.
Because a hypothesis doesn't mean shit. Doesn't matter.
To a science denier, yes, it does not. But to the rest of us,
If
normal humans, a hypothesis is a necessary part of an experiment. So if you're going to make a claim,
if I live on China, I should see the other side of the moon instead of the same side that the U.S. is
the opposite side of the moon. Wow, that is dumb.
Oh,
really.
How is that dumb though?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That is so far gone. I don't even know how to start explaining how far gone that is.
It should be possible on a spherical Earth, though, right?
No, not at all.
How's it not?
Because the moon is far away. Far away.
Oh, yeah. I forget.
So,
you Lopez believe that the moon is 236,000 miles away, which is another bullshit lie.
It's been measured. People have bounced lasers off of it. People communicate People communicate using ham radios. They actually bounce off the moon, and it comes back to somebody else. And the delay is what they do, and they measure the delay, and then they use the speed of light to calculate the distance to the moon. It's not that complicated, actually. It's, again,
speed of light.
Middle school science, middle school math, probably. So,
do you really believe you could see something that far away? 236 miles away, right? 1,000 miles away. I'm sorry.
Is there a reason why you could not?
Something that far away is not visible to the human eye.
Oh, well, present your evidence for that claim.
Like I said,
I'll add that to your. I'll add that to your claims.
My own two eyes. Come on, bro.
Something that far away.
Do you really think you could see something that far away?
Something that far away could not be seen with your eyes? Is that it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The moon is maybe 30, let's say 40 to 30.
Okay.
30
Time for
to
you to support that claim. Go ahead. Something that far away cannot be seen with your eyes. Go ahead. Present your evidence for
I
that.
could tell just by looking at it. It's not that far away. Just
Okay,
like the sun. Same thing with the sun.
So
The sun is not 93 million miles away. It's all bullshit.
But I'm waiting for you to present your evidence for that claim. Go ahead.
What evidence do I need to prove? I see that. You know what I mean?
No. You said something that far away cannot be seen by our eyes. So you need to explain how it is that something that far away cannot be seen by our eyes. Maybe some tests done by optical scientists, or somebody somehow measuring the limit of distance of light that can get to our eyes and we see it. Something like that. I mean, so far you're like just it's kind of funny. So Saeed Ahmed,
you can't answer that.
Yeah. No, it's your turn to answer it. But Saeed Ahmed says Dion failed Poe Flirt School. Do you know what a Poe is?
A Poe?
Poe, yeah, Poe, Poe. Because people are calling you a Poe. Do you know what a Poe is? A Poe.
I'm not familiar with that.
A Poe is somebody that is a fake flat earther, or fake it, whatever. So it comes from Poe's law. You can look it up later.
Fake.
So they're saying that you're. They're saying that you're fake. And I don't.
A fake flat earther.
I don't know that you're fake. I'm kind of going with not fake, but you know, maybe we'll see.
See, and I've been woken out of the Matrix for 3 years now, and I've been studying this for 3 years now. I'm a fake flat earther. Okay.
All that with
the Agent Smiths.
No evidence. So there is a bunch of Agent Smiths in the chat. You saw
fake
that.
Flat earther. I never heard that one before.
All right, so here is from Elisum. Has this
studying this for 3 years now.
Got a nice picture of curvature from 41,000 feet. Notice the horizon is turning away from the center of lens and the wing is straight. So there you go. A picture of the curve out of an airplane.
I guess I'm a Poe now, a fake flat earther.
Well, I'm not with Saeed, but you know, there's always a discussion like how could somebody be like this? So that's why they say that. So anyway, so there you go. There's there's a little bit of curve. Also, you'll notice the horizon did not rise to eye level, as it absolutely must if the Earth is flat. And according to Eric Dubay, he says the horizon does rise to eye level, but it doesn't. So Ranger Man 9404, his audio is now working, but he's still saying nothing. The irony.
Oh, that was a good one, Eric.
It was. I like that. That was Ranger Man, not Eric. Who's Eric?
I'm sure it took him a few hours to come up with that little crack there.
Yeah, it probably.
So, okay, Eric.
Let's see. Who's Eric? It's Ranger Man 9404.
Or Ranger Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Morton Nielsen for 45. Denmark Kroner says, in my opinion, there are only two types of flat earthers: the fools and the ones that make money off the fools. Lael is fun for $5. What? Go ahead.
So now being a flat earther is a money-making scam now?
Oh, yes. It's been a money-making scam for a while. Eric Dubay was one of the early ones. Mark Sargent, Bob Nodell, Super Noodle Doodle, you know, Jeranism. Did you know that Bob Nodell measured the rotation of the Earth? He did.
Well, I don't know who that is, but good for him.
He's a flat earther. He scammed somebody into buying a $20,000 optical measuring device that measures rotation that's used in airplanes. Airplanes need to know their orientation in three-dimensional space, so they have these high quality and very precise measurement devices to measure rotation. He used that because he thought the rotation of the Earth would be measured with it to be zero. In fact, he measured a 15 degree per hour drift. And then he said that to the documentary that was eventually put on Netflix. And then he was talking to somebody in private at a party, but he was hot mic'd. He had a mic on. He said, "Oh, yeah, we're measuring rotation, and yeah, we don't want it to get out." So that was pretty good. So,
because see, the last time I checked, NASA was the money making business. So, I guess us being flat earthers are.
They're not nearly as profitable as like the USDA. So anyway, Layla's Fun says
they're up there. They're pretty up there.
This means across the 88 miles field of view, there is 1.27 degrees of curve. So I didn't verify that myself, but oh, did you pop out again? Oh, you're back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So anyway, Layla's Fun did the math and said that in the 84 miles, but 88 miles, that there's 1.27 degrees of curve when you're there. So that's not a whole lot. And our eyes are not good at measuring curve. So I don't know if you've ever done any building, but if you go to the hardware store and you buy an 8-foot piece of 2x4, and it's got maybe 3 or 4 degrees of curve in it, when you're just looking at it sideways, you can't tell. But you look down at the long way, like this, you can see the curve there. It's an optical compression technique that you use to see the curve.
Oh, so, by all means, if you're building a building or skyscraper, by all means, you're gonna need measurements. But
yeah, I'm just saying that my point is that our eyes aren't good at measuring horizontal curve. That's why you look down that. So,
but you're gonna see something though. You're gonna see some kind of curve.
But only your eyes can't measure that much. So anyway, Stringer News 1 says, can a P100 bring back the McRib?
The McRib, the thing from.
Yeah, it's a sandwich. I think Stringer News 1 is a big fan of the McRib, and he's hoping that the P1000 can bring back the McRib. Do you think it can?
Sure. I mean, I don't.
Asking for a friend. All right, Stringer News 1, go get yourself a P1000. Dion says you can bring back the McRib. Base here has a sticker that says "ha ha ha" for $5. So, thank you, Base here. It scrolled off now. Let's see here. Went too quick. Ellison says, I'm currently streaming this live at my lab. Best lunch break entertainment ever. 35 biologists are currently laughing at this poor soul.
Oh, poor soul, no.
What are we looking at?
What's that?
Is this we're looking at like a barcode or something.
Oh, can you see me now or what?
No. It's dark.
Yeah, I've got the screen turned off.
Oh, all right. Let's see. Petermas Prime says, Dion, please start a comedy career. You're funny. Yeah, you got a fan. Let's
comedy
see.
Career. I've never been much of a comedian, but okay.
Hugh Jars. Are you familiar with Hugh Jars? First name Hugh, last name Jars. Says his personal incredulity and denial trumps your scientific measurements, it seems. Yes. And B-Ball for Life. B-Ball for Life says MC Toon sent you some pictures and email. Yes, thank you for that, B-Ball. I'll review them and I'll put them into a folder for a future usage. So let's see. General E. Shady says, told you, it's that guy in makeup. Dion, he thinks you're stupid.
Oh, see, I don't wear makeup, but okay.
It's a tough crowd. It's a tough crowd, man.
Hey, so. You know what? I'm ready for the Agent Smiths. I know everyone's brainwashed in that chat, so.
Yeah, there's a handful of Agent Smiths.
Let's go. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all Agent Smiths.
Let's see. Toilet's running. Tell him to jiggle the handle. A couple weeks ago, I had Stephen Smith on, and he was in the bathroom. He was my partner in a two-on-two debate. So, let's see. Flunchy, again, a fan of yours, I think, says, "You Globers think Apollo Creed went to the moon? Ha ha." Oh my gosh, that makes no sense.
Oh yeah. Well, Apollo.
Do you think Apollo Creed, but Apollo. Do you think Apollo Creed went to the moon?
I've seen Apollo Creed's a boxer. Probably not.
Oh. Well, why is your camera off?
My camera? Oh, I'm just I went to go get a beer real quick. So
okay. As long as you're not getting in the bathtub, nobody wants to see that. So.
Well, some of them might, but.
Jeff Roberts says, Dion, those sunglasses say you have not woken from the Matrix.
Really?
So he's getting messages from your sunglasses.
I
get it. Jessica G. Dion, can you count your IQ on a closed fist?
Seeing I had a 4.0 GPA in school, like I'd say probably not.
Can you show us your fist? Show us a good fist. As a martial artist, let's see a good fist.
Oh yes, I am a martial artist.
Let's see your good fist. Been training
for years, so.
You have to turn your camera on to see the good fist.
Give me 1 second.
All right. Haters Inc. You know him. I think he comments on your stuff. He has a retracted message. I don't know what that is, but you can send me a direct message if there's.
Oh, Haters Inc. That's I don't know who that.
Okay, you're back on camera. Let's see that good fist.
Oh, here, yeah.
Is it like this? Is that it? Thumb in?
No.
Thumb over the top like this?
This is that.
Like this?
It's a good fist right here.
Over the top? All right.
Yep.
You see this? Let's see, right over here. Look at that right there. You see that? Right there, that? Right there. All right. Let's see. Jessica G says he's not a poet, but he's definitely taking a poo. There you go.
Oh, that was a good one.
That's
pretty original.
Let's see. Why scam through NASA? The F-13 costs $1.3 trillion and still has a gun that damages itself when firing, and the original ejection sheet crushes spines. So there you go. That's a lot more money than NASA. So. Saeed
NASA
Ahmed,
brings in billions of years.
Yeah, but the F-13 is bigger. So the military budget's a lot larger. So apologies from Saeed Ahmed for $5 says, apologies, Snowflake. You're not faking it, then you're just dumb. It's that tough crowd, man. Haters Inc. again. What?
I said, hey, I expect it, man. I expect these agents brainwash people, man. They're brainwashed.
With evidence. I know, how terrible. Haters Inc. has a $2 super chat. It looks like it's a... I don't know what that was. And then William Foley for $10 says, super chat for working Samite into 2 different debates in one night. Oh. I love Monty Python. So, yeah, I'll show you this here. There you go. And it is mine right there. It says Dad. So there you go. It's a first
What trophy
place.
Is that?
It's a first place trophy.
And what?
The competition I went to. We have a whole bunch of it's labeled Dad because all my kids are also trained. So
what competition?
I don't give more details than that other than second dan. So there you go. I've taken
my friend.
I've taken a 2-year break, but it was 10 years, more than 10 years, so total before that. So
Yeah, I've got a background in multiple arts, so
yeah, people have spilled the beans on that, and yeah. So all right, and the George set is wondering. You have a triangle with sides 1, 1, and 1. What are the internal angles?
the internal angles.
Yes.
Well, the internal angles would probably. Okay, why? What's with all the math questions? Like, this isn't math class. Like,
Science and math go together. Math is integral to science. So if you're going to make scientific claims about the shape of the Earth, right, it's something that's definitely in the realm of science to explore, then,
I'm not making scientific claims. You guys are.
Sure you are. If you say the Earth is flat, that's a scientific claim. That's a measurable, testable thing. So there you go. Anything? And you're a rapper too, I've heard.
Yeah, I ghost written, and I'm not going to say their names on here, but I've ghost written for some pretty famous, famous rappers back in the day.
I do too. I've ghost written a bunch of stuff. I won't tell you who, but I'll tell you the first line is 2 trailer park girls go round the backside. That's I wrote that whole thing. Just so you know, go around the outside. He changed it, but it's okay. It's okay. A little artistic license he used. So,
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I ghost wrote that, but I'm not dropping any names. But he's a good buddy of mine. I call him Skittles. Yep.
But anyway,
Skittles. So any I don't know, any evidence? I guess that's redundant to keep asking for that, isn't it? So now you're asking, why can't we see the curve from the beach? And of course, it's because our eyes are not very good at measuring, and the amount of curve at that elevation is not much. So I'll show you this here. So earlier today, I think he's gone to bed now because he's in Norway. My friend Tommy Gronvald, which is right here, if you see that, he went to the beach in Norway, and he took this picture. Now the problem with lenses, and is they can have some barrel distortion, and when you're measuring things that are very slight, a small amount of barrel distortion can introduce error larger than your actual measurement. So you need to do things to eliminate variables like the barrel distortion. So what he did is he took a 2 meter long, which is 6 feet, a 2 meter long straight edge, and he put it up on the stand here, and he positioned it so it was very close to the horizon. And then he took a picture with his camera, and he sent me the raw file from the camera. It's a gigantic file, and you can download that original raw file on my website. mctoon.net/curve is how you'd get to that. And he has the specific location that he took it, and he has the original raw file that you can download. And then what I did is I took and I brought it into Photoshop, and I counted the pixels. And this is what it looked like in Photoshop. You see that there? 32 pixels is from the straight edge, which is the part on the bottom, to the horizon there on the top. 32 pixels. 33 pixels there, 34 pixels there, 35. I just have a small screenshot. The entire Photoshop document that I created is downloadable on this website. And then I put it into a spreadsheet. The gaps I put into a spreadsheet. And then I had it plotted out. Right here is the graph of the measurements that I took. Do you see that y equals negative 0.011 x squared?
Yep, I see that.
Yeah, when you have, and so that it did a line fit to get the formula for it. A formula with squared in it is a curve, and you can also see it visually right on the screen there. You can see that this is a curve. So those are the measurements between the straight edge and the horizon. And he's just a few feet above sea level. So there is another measurement of the curve of the horizon.
Where's the actual picture though?
It is right. Let's see.
I see
right
the
here.
formula, whatever, but
So there's the actual picture right here. So this is not the original raw picture from him, because the raw picture is
but
too
where's
big.
the curve? Where's the curve? Where does he see curve at in this picture? Like I don't.
It's I showed it to you already. It's right here. What? and
You're showing
what
me
missing-
this.
Yeah. So
I didn't see the curve in a
I
real
counted
picture
the
though.
pixels. So how much curve?
Where's
do
the
you think
curve here?
your eyes should see? So I'll zoom in here, and because there is not a lot of curve, you won't see a lot of curve. But when I scroll left to right, you can see the gap getting bigger, and then the gap starts getting smaller. That's the thing. It's hard to see. You need a precision measuring instrument to see it. And there it is. So
That's the
I
only
measured
time we
it.
can see curve then, huh?
When you're that low to the
So
ground, yes. You cannot see it with your eyes because your eyes are not good enough to see that amount of curve.
Oh, the eyes that our God-given creator gave us is not good enough to see that.
Absolutely, they are not. Can you see the bacteria on your hand?
That's different, though.
No, you cannot. Your God-given eyes
You
cannot
can't.
see
That's
the
different,
bacteria
though.
on your
That's
hand.
two
No, it's,
different.
It's too small to see. It's too small for your eyes to make out. But if you had a microscope, you could see it. Right?
Okay.
So that's the deal. If bacteria exists and if your skin is made up of cells, you need to have a microscope to see it. Just like at sea level, you need an instrument to help you see the small amount of curve.
So what about when I'm in the sky then?
I already showed you one from the sky.
But by that logic, I need an instrument when I'm in the sky to see the curvature, right?
It would help, certainly. Yeah. I would suggest getting a lens that has a known amount of distortion to it.
Oh,
Like the 50 millimeter lens that Dwayne Cullum used. So you know the amount of distortion. It's quantified so that if you see any curve, then you know what's causing it. Or if it's flat, then you know, well, it's in an area that we controlled for barrel distortion. So
I guess the next time I'm on an airplane, I'll bring a telescope up there to see the curvature.
Telescope is the opposite, actually, because a telescope
30,000 feet in the air, you know.
What does a telescope do? It narrows the field of view greatly. You don't know what field of view is, do you? Do you know what field of view is? When I say you don't. Okay. So field of view is how wide it is. Earlier, we talked about the 180 degrees. Got a lot of papers here for you. The 180 degree field of view from the beach. Our eyes, right? If we turn our head a little bit or just our eyes, we see that whole 180 degrees. But because there isn't a whole lot of curve, you can't see it. 1.27 degrees of curve. So that's not much. Our eyes can't see that. So yeah, a telescope, what that does is that narrows your field of view. That can bring it down to 1 degree or half of a degree or a tenth of a degree, right? That's the opposite. You want a wide angle lens that doesn't have barrel distortion. Those can get kind of expensive. So
what instrument
that's
should
the way
I
to do it.
bring to see that then?
A 50 millimeter lens that, like Dwayne Cullum, that one's actually not too expensive, and it's a good lens that's got a known quantity. So there you go. And then measure it. And another way to do it, this is easier, you don't need an airplane to do it, get a straight edge like Tommy did and go up to a high elevation, right? The higher the better. I don't know if you live near the ocean or not, but if you are, then find something, if you can, 1,000 feet high or 2,000 feet high, and then get a straight edge and line up your camera right on that straight edge, and then take a picture, and then count the pixels, or do a measurement of it, like I did, right? So there you go.
I just know people who.
Yeah.
I know people who have been on top of Mount Everest and they've taken pictures and they haven't seen zero curvature, nothing.
How high is Mount Everest?
Mount Everest is like, I don't know the exact feet, but it's probably about, let's say about it's probably like 80. I want to say 80,000 feet up.
So you think it's higher than the commercial plane that I showed you?
Like I said, I don't know the exact feet, but it's pretty high.
29,000 feet. So an airplane is higher.
That's still high. That's still
it is
up there.
It is. And how much curvature should you see? So you have a hypothesis. This is science. You have a hypothesis. You calculate the consequences of that hypothesis, and then you test against reality to see if your hypothesis matches. Right? So you say, at the top of Mount Everest, there should be curvature. It should be this amount of curvature. And we know the human eye can or cannot see that amount of curvature. Okay, go up there. Right? The reality is that the human eye cannot see that much curvature. It's not in our ability to see it. So you need an instrument to do that. So there you go. Do it from a high altitude balloon. Now, Dwayne Kellum has 24 videos that he's put up balloons, and all of them show curve. Not all of them have a good
sure they
lens.
do.
So, what's that?
I'm sure they do.
Well, I'm glad you conceded that. So, all right. Let's see. Alyssum says, tell him when he's in Australia next, he's welcome to join while he builds up flight hours. He might be afraid because I fly based on a globe. Haters Inc. is back saying, Dion is the Dunning-Kruger effect personified. Are you familiar with Dunning-Kruger?
No, not really, to be honest.
No. In Flat Earth, it's not called Dunning-Kruger. In Flat Earth, it's called Riley-Nodell. There you go. It's a synonym for the Dunning-Kruger effect. Dunning and Kruger were two psychologists that measured people's cognitive abilities, and their just abilities in certain things, and ranked them all. And then after that, they asked them how good they thought they did. And the people that were in the bottom section thought that they did really well. People in the middle thought they did about right. And the funny thing is, the people that did the best were humble and thought they did not do as well as they did. So the Dunning-Kruger is somebody who's got a little bit of information in something and thinks that they know a lot, but they don't know enough to know that they don't know enough. So
I've been studying this for 3 years.
They evaluate their own abilities.
I'm still learning.
The quantity of time doesn't tell how good you are at something. You can't do any math. You don't even understand how to form a hypothesis and how to test it. So
I don't need to know. I don't have to.
And you think you don't need to know, but you do, and that is Dunning-Kruger right there. So thank you for that.
So I do know from what I have learned. I know that you guys are all globeheads are full of shit.
Yeah, you don't know that because you don't know what you don't know.
I do know that.
So Jessica G says, Dion, show us your toilet chair and bathtub couch.
Oh, I'm sure she would like to see that.
Oh my goodness. We saw your bathtub already. We don't need to know that. So yeah, you do need to know science to have a discussion in a scientific field, really. So let's see. Jan, hold on. Jan, my computer's a little chuggy right now. So yeah, I've been streaming all day. been streaming for a couple hours. My CPU is peaking. So let me see if I can clear up.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've never really done any debates before, man. But like I said,
you maybe don't want to do another one because, whew, you got slaughtered. So,
oh, did I?
Tell you what, next
I'm glad you
week's
think so.
Same bat time, same bat channel. You want to talk about 5G?
Yes, I'd be down for that.
Because
I think that people
not from your bathtub again.
I think people need to be enlightened, and like I said, this thing with the whole flat Earth versus. Let's just be real here. Me or you, we've never been to space, right? So
that's not.
We really don't
to do it.
We really don't know what the shape of this Earth is, right? So, but stuff like 5G, I think the people need to be enlightened because that's a serious thing that's going on right now, and the government's fucking people's lives up with it. Like it's, you know what I mean? But yeah, absolutely.
And you'll have evidence of that. So work on. Let me give you a little pointer. Work on some evidence. Claims without evidence is one of the things that I circle when I'm playing Flurf Bingo. So you probably wrap it up here pretty soon. Yeah, so I got my Flurf Bingo going right here. So let's see. What do you think about the moon landing?
Oh, the moon landing is absolute bullshit.
All right, there we got that.
Absolute bullshit. We never landed on the moon.
Yeah. I'm looking for a bingo here. Let's see. So what makes things go down? Why do things fall?
Oh, we're gonna go with the gravity thing, right?
Yeah, why do things go down?
Honestly, what does that have to do? Like, that's got to do with the Earth's magnetic, you know what I mean? Magnetosphere.
Gravity and magnetism are completely separate forces.
But that's what separates us from floating off this Earth. It's got nothing to do with gravity.
What's got nothing to do with gravity?
Why we don't, like I said, why we're not floating off the Earth.
Yeah, gravity is mass attracting mass, and so our bodies are made of mass. Therefore, the mass of the Earth and our mass together pull us towards each other. It's not magnetism.
So what's that?
What makes us go down?
I told you it's the Earth's magnetosphere there.
So this is made of plastic.
Right.
Plastic is not ferromagnetic. It is not attracted to magnetism like steel is or iron. And lead, do you know lead is diamagnetic? It is repelled by magnetism. But lead goes down with more force than this pen that's made of plastic. Why is that?
Well, obviously because it weighs less, and a lead weighs more.
Weight is based on what? What gives this pen its weight?
Oh, it's the density versus mass. I mean, come on.
No, weight is a force. Density is not a force. So how do we get the force that accelerates the mass down?
I don't know. Are you asking if there's some kind of formula for this, or?
Well, I'll give you the formula, the simple one. It's Newton's second law of motion. Right? I'm sure you're familiar with that. So F equals ma. If you made it through high school, you experienced F equals ma. So that means that for something to accelerate, so when we drop the pen, it's accelerated down. It's a mass being accelerated down. That means there's a force up making it happen, right? And a force is something measured in pounds or newtons. Those are the common force units that we use. So something makes, this can of tab weigh 12 ounces, which is a little less than a pound, right? What makes it weigh that? There's a force. What is that force?
If you're asking me for some kind of formula, you know what I mean? Like, physics is not my forte.
I believe you. I don't doubt that at all. So if you're,
but like I said, that's got nothing to do with.
What absolutely, because you are making a claim in the field of physics when you say that mass does not attract mass, which is what I'm getting that you're claiming, right? You're saying it's just density.
This has got to do, well, yes, but like I said, if you're like, that's got nothing to do with like the gravity. Why we're attracted on this.
How does it not? It's
like,
integral.
we're the center of the universe. Like, Earth is the center of the universe. I
think you probably think you're the center of the universe.
The sun's magnetosphere is you know what I mean?
No,
keeping us here.
The sun's magnetosphere keeps us here. Oh, that's new. I
so
gotta
you're a
give
math
you that.
guy, right?
This is new. All right. I like math. And I'm ready to do anything up through high school right now.
So why is it that gravity cannot be mathematically and scientifically proven as a theory?
Oh, it has.
And as a formula? No,
yeah.
It hasn't.
Well, saying no, it hasn't.
And that's
change,
been proven.
Doesn't change. I'm glad
I gotta
you
get
asked.
the book I read on the.
I'm glad you asked. So here, I'll show you.
I read a book on
the law of gravitational attraction. You know, it's a law.
Yeah, go grab that book. They have
Who are
on
you
gravity.
talking?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
My friend there. He's gonna go grab. I have a book on gravity I read by a very, very informed author.
Right. So here is the measurement of Newton's constant using a torsion balance with angular acceleration feedback at the University of Washington. And here you can look at it yourself by Jens Grundlock and Stephen Merkowitz. That's one. Here's another one. This is one done in China. Measurement of the gravitational constant using two independent methods. You still there? Just me. Looks like he dropped out again. So Bunny 2007 can't chant anymore. Been listening. Much love, MC Tune and chat. Had fun, learned some things. Love you all. Take care and be safe. Thank you, Bunny 2007. So yeah, Apophis Rex. He said we orbit the sun and the sun's geomagnetic field. Geo means Earth, but the sun's geomagnetic field keeps us here. I think he's conflating magnetism with gravity, which is all too common. So been talking a lot. I got a little cough going because of all the talking. So he can read. So well, all right. Well, I was just doing. I didn't want to get into gravity. I just wanted to get bingo. I got bingo. I got bingo right there. So, I mean, I was kind of fishing for that. He did not say 8 inches per mile squared or laser test. So, all right. A nerd angle. I see that super chat. If he comes back, I'll read it. And also DKG. I see that. So I don't know what. I'll stop presenting so he can come back. You see two of me. Sorry, I'll fix that. There you go. So let me. I'll read What's a book? I'll read Nerd Angles. All right, I'll read them right now. So let's see. DKG Custom for £5 says, you can get this stupid in 3 minutes. It takes really stupid to get this far in 3 years. Yeah, Nerd Angle for $19.99. Thank you very much, Nerd Angle. Dion, I hate to break it to you. You are far from enlightened. You're trying to debate geometry, the shape of something, and don't know math. Watching research videos that confirm your biases is not research. And his friend had to use the toilet chair real quick. Jessica G. Awesome. I don't know what happened. So, let's see. Sent him a message. So, he may have had too much hurricane going on. Somebody was asking about doing an after show with Punchy and Jord, maybe. I think so. But let's see. He's getting his gravity book. I was going over the measurements of gravity. Let's see. I'm going to go outside for just a second, but what I'll do is I'll play a video while I do it. I have had videos coming out every Monday at early morning. And I have another one coming this next Monday. These have been the little short clips from when I did a Simon Dan video. And so the next one is the 5th. And so then I've got number 6 that I'm planning right now. So and 7 and 8. And I hope to have them come, every week. Would be nice. That may or may not happen. So Long Flights is the title of this one. It just came out. You may have seen it. I will play it, and you will hear it even while I pop out for a second. Black Swan, number 4. There are a lot of airplanes and ships that regularly travel between continents. Airplane navigators must plot these routes and ensure they have enough fuel for the flight, but not too much, as an airplane has trouble landing if there's too much fuel because it makes the airplane too heavy. They also absolutely need accurate maps. Otherwise, they'd get off course and get lost, potentially running out of fuel and crashing. Airline companies would have a few problems if they regularly lost airplanes over the ocean, and it would cut down on repeat customers. These routes are public information and can be accessed on many websites. Anyone can ride on a plane and record their coordinates with the GPS recorder, so there's nothing to hide. For example, flight QF27 between Sydney, Australia and Santiago, Chile. If the Earth were flat, it would be around 16,000 miles and fly over North America. If the Earth were round, it would fly close to Antarctica and would be about 7,000 miles long. What does this flight actually do? It's just over 12 hours, gets close to Antarctica, and flies about 7,000 miles, just as predicted on a globe. So here's Black Swan number 4. If the Earth were flat, all long-distance flights would work on a flat map. Long-distance flights do not work on a flat map, therefore, the Earth is not flat. And there you go. Short and sweet like that. So now he says he's coming back. But he's not back yet. So he said the Wi-Fi cut out. But if you pay attention to the early part of this, he said he was on cellular. So I don't know. Anyway, so if you watch the Simon Dan video, you'll know what number 5 is. And I'll just give you a hint. One of the guys on here is featured on it. So if you have any flat earth BS or black swans that you'd like to propose to me, write them up. Try to get a good kind of description. I like to keep them short like that so that it doesn't take a whole lot of describing to write it, So and also like the equatorial mount is great. but it's hard for people to understand, right? Just like I get it, but like, does just a regular guy get it? I don't think so. So anyway, all right, I'll message him again here. See, I'll list him for another $5 Australian. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, General E Shady says Dion IQ is triple digits, 6.66. He's up for first place. All right, Dion is coming back. All right, Dion.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. There's a hurricane, like there's a category 5 hurricane up the East Coast here. So like,
oh, I saw that. Which way is it rotating?
It's not well because I'm in Buffalo, New York, so I don't know which way the East Coast is coming, but it's
hurricanes in the northern hemisphere.
It's pretty close.
Always rotate in the same direction. So,
but anyway,
I got a couple super chats, and then we can wrap it up. And I appreciate you coming on. But Jessica G thought that maybe you had to go because your friend had to use the toilet chair. So, is your friend?
I love these I love these toilet jokes. They're really creative and original. Like
is your friend a flat earther too?
Well, believe it or not, it was actually my a great friend of mine who got me into the flat Earth truth. But no, a lot of people do think I'm crazy for believing in, But hey, really? I get it,
You get people thinking that you're crazy for thinking the Earth is flat. Weird. Who
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right, Nerd Angle would like to say,
but
Dion.
Hey, what do you expect,
Dion, I hate to break it to you. You're far from enlightened. You're trying to debate geometry, the shape of something, and don't know math. Watching research videos that confirm your bias is not research. So,
okay, not knowing the shape of something. Does he know the shape?
Sure.
Has he been to space?
Oh, there's other ways
Have you been to space?
There's other ways to know that.
Oh, I know. I know that too, yeah. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know what you mean. You don't need to go to space to measure the shape of something. So, there's lots of ways.
So how do you explain the flat foundation plane?
We've seen no measurements of flatness, so
that means it's not flat, though.
We don't need to explain whatever it is that you're saying because you're not providing measurements.
God.
So
it's clear. Okay.
Marco is wondering, how do you determine density without gravity?
Density without gravity.
Yeah, how do you determine density without gravity? Now Marco is from not America, so his English is not. He's from Croatia, I think, and that's not his English is not his native language. So, how do you determine density?
Well, you determine density by the whatever object. By the object, you know what I mean?
No. I don't know what you mean.
Well, if you're looking for, like I said before, if you're looking for some kind of physics formula, I don't have it for you.
Okay, it's actually going to be the simplest one of the night. It's the amount of stuff in a certain amount of space. So, in metric units, it's going to be kilograms per cubic meter, or grams per cubic meter. Right? Now, we might think of it as pounds. Pounds is not actually a mass, but you could think of it. It works to think of it that way. Pounds per gallon. Right? So how many pounds per gallon is water? 8 pounds per gallon. So that is not exactly density, but it's close enough for what you're thinking of. That's how you do density. Density doesn't actually have anything to do with gravity. there are not the same units. So.
Okay.
Let's see. Nerd angle again. If the moon is flat, we would see a lunar eclipse in the shape of a bar. We only see lunar eclipses in the shape of a circle, therefore the Earth is not flat.
So he's saying if the moon was flat, you would see a lunar eclipse?
He's kind of poking fun. He's poking fun at some of the farcical depictions of flat Earth. Because a lunar eclipse is when the Earth gets between the moon and the sun, so Earth's shadow is cast on the moon. But if the Earth is flat, it would just be this bar casting a shadow on the moon.
Well,
you see?
Well, I've got a lot of different theories in on the moon, but like that's for a different time. But
yeah, all right. Orlor says, I know it's a fool's errand to ask this, but how does the flat Earth explain the southern celestial pole? Do you know what that is?
What the northern the Borealis in Alaska?
No. I'll tell you the North Celestial Pole. Some people think that the North Star Polaris is right in the middle of the sky and it doesn't move. It does. It's a tiny bit off of center. So if you were to take a camera and do a time-lapse picture of the sky at night with the North Pole or the North Celestial Pole somewhere in the frame, you'd see stars do a circle, right? If you go to
the north.
Yeah, if you go to Australia and you look south, you see a south celestial pole. Same thing, everything circling around one point in the sky at the same time. Now, if the Earth is kind of the common flat Earth map, right, which is just the big circle, and you've got, I'm going to do a terrible job with the continents, but
the North Pole and Antarctica's in the center there. That's how,
that's what you. All right, good. So here is a sloppy depiction, right, of three people. Look, you got like let's imagine this is Australia. Let's imagine I drew it right, and that's South Africa, and that's South America. When they look south at night, they see the South Celestial Pole. From sunset to sunrise, it's in the same place all night, due south. But they're all facing in different directions. How's that work?
Well, that's got to do with the she's trying to say like why what is she asking? Like I'm trying to get the question here. Like it's
if there's a dome,
right.
If there's a dome and the stars are like in the dome or something and they're rotating, that makes sense sort of for the north, the north part of it. But if you were to look south, you wouldn't see a single point. You'd see the stars going the fastest horizontally right across the horizon, just above the horizon. Instead, you don't see that at all. You see the mirror image of the north. You see a circle. You see the stars rotating around a circle in the opposite direction, in fact, as in the north.
It all depends on if you're on the southern Capricorn hemisphere. Obviously, if you're on the northern hemisphere, the perspective is going to be different. Like, it's not rocket science. Like,
it's not rocket science, but perspective is not it. But that's fine.
It's perspective.
Yeah. So that's cute. Let's see. Let's see. Reaper.
Get about this.
Reaper for 50 sex. We got some sex, man. Says, how can you say that gravity hasn't been proven when you say physics isn't your forte and you can't do more than basic multiplication? How do you know that gravity hasn't been proven if you can't do physics?
Well, I have a book that I'm reading right now, and
what's it called?
I gotta grab it. Like I just grabbed But this book is by it's by a real scientist in the era of Einstein, and this scientist blows a lid on the theory of gravity, basically saying that it's not.
And he provides a replacement theory that works better. I gotta know this book. What is it, man?
Yeah, man, I'll send you the link or whatever. Get it on Amazon or whatever. But
is it in the room with you there?
No, it's actually my master bedroom there, but like I'm in my computer room here, so.
Oh, I mean, everybody thinks you're in the bathroom because of your bathtub thing earlier. So.
Okay. Was
it Tesla who wrote it?
Oh, well, I'm a huge fan of Tesla myself, but no, Tesla did not. This is a real scientist during Einstein's era, not these bullshit propaganda scientists today.
No, I don't know, but okay. We'll tell you what, let's see. PhD Tony lives in Australia and uses Earth's gravitational field to do his job every day. And you may have noticed he's a PhD. And you may have also noticed he has a job, and this job requires gravity. So he says, speaking as a scientist who studies Earth's gravitational field, your book is wrong. So there's that. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
We've got, all right, I've got a little book I want to read here for you. Flat Earth provides, for those who can't do measurements, a false sense of intelligence. But when put to the test, falls flat. But Jessica G. Dion, your mom needs to use a computer room. So, all right, I've got Baby Loves Gravity book here to read. We should go over this. What do you think? So, Baby Loves Gravity by Ruth Spiro, illustrated by Irene Chan. Baby drops a noodle. Plop. Puppy gobbles it up. Aw, slurp. Why does noodle fall? Because of gravity. Look at that. See? Look at that. That's cute. Somebody told me to buy this many months ago, and I haven't used it yet. So there you go. Everything is made of matter. The amount of matter is called mass. Puppy, less mass. Baby, more mass. The Earth, lots more mass. Mass makes two objects pull together. This pull is called gravity. Weak pull between the puppy and the baby. The Earth has a lot of mass, so it has a strong pull. Strong pull between puppy and apple and baby and the Earth. There you go. When baby drops something, the Earth pulls it down. Baby likes to treat this puppy. Test this. Puppy likes to help. Slurp. Gravity is everywhere. Moon, less mass. Earth, more mass. It makes the moon go around the Earth. And the sun, lots more mass. The Earth go around the sun. Oh, I'm supposed to read it with a funny voice. Hold on. I got to use a funny voice. Gravity even helps us in the park. Baby climbs up. We're almost done. Don't worry. And gravity helps him go down. Whee! Baby loves gravity. There you go. That's been in my drawer
real cute.
For months. So thank you for that.
I hope they don't show that book to any kids. More propaganda, But
well, I want to see the book that you have.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's All
right. Well, we should wrap it up. I think we're through all of them. Yeah. DKG. What did he say? He had something. General E Shady thinks you have a 3-digit IQ. 6.66. And
wow, 6.6. Oh, I see what he did there. Oh, that was a good one, man.
DKG Custom says you can get this stupid in 3 minutes. It takes really stupid to get this far in 3 years. So there you go. All right, everybody. No more super chats, please. Dion, thank you very much for coming on. You're a good sport. I was a bit aggressive, because of your throwdown challenge. And next week, we'll pull it back a little bit. Sound good?
Nah, like I said, I'm ready for all the propaganda glowheads that you guys are. Like I'm, Agent Smiths. Like I expect this. You know what I mean? I know, like, you know what I mean? I know what's going on.
Did you see the chat?
I have not seen the chat yet, no.
Oh. There's a whole bunch of people named Agent Smith in the chat.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. There's Agent Smith 2727 says, Dion Smo, we see you sleep. Agent...
Oh, that's real cute.
There's Agent
I
Smith
I
666.
think it's funny. I really do. It's funny. It really is.
I gotta scroll back a little bit here. I gotta just type search here. Agent Smith 666. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I hate Fletardia. This zoo, this prison, this reality, whatever you call it, I can't stand it any longer. Sounds like he wants to get out. He's trapped in an office building somewhere, pulling an 8-hour shift, it seems.
Fletardia, he calls it. Wow, I've never heard that one, but hey,
So
laugh now, but hey.
Ooh, Agent Smith 1470 says snoo. I don't know what that means. Do you know who Spencer Reed is? He's one of your fans.
Yeah, good old. He's another Agent Smith.
Is he? Sounds like
anytime I speak truth, he's
Spencer Reed. So, all right.
Yeah, he's an Agent Smith. He's whatever. But
what's this called in Korean?
Oh, you do Korean martial. Are you a Taekwondo practitioner?
Nope. Pyeongkwansu.
You have to be it.
Or
that's
Chungkwansu.
Yeah.
I don't have to be Taekwondo. I am not Taekwondo. There you go.
I do. I know what art that is too, but you know what? That's for another time. But hey, I have respect for all my fellow martial artists, and
oh my goodness, this is all right. So anyway, anything you want to say before we leave?
You know what? No, for my first debate, it's not bad, but like I said, I know where you guys, you globe heads are at, but that's all good, I know the truth, I know what's going on, and you guys want to keep using science and mathematics to, that's cool, but hey. But hey, it was fun though.
Ooh,
it was fun.
Agent Smith 1470 is wondering what you have to say about Taekwondo.
I think Taekwondo the Taekwondo in America is bullshit, but the Taekwondo in South Korea is real Taekwondo, and that's all I'll say about that. Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for Dion for coming on. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. If you disagree with me, go ahead and put some comments in the comment section. And if you want to say something to Dion, go ahead and say that. Maybe he'll pop in here to the comments. Otherwise, I think the link to his channel is in the description. So thanks to my patrons and channel members and everybody that super chatted. It was a good fun night. Some people were asking about an after show. Not tonight. Gotta get it's been 5-6 hours anyway. So anyway, next week we've got round 2 with Dion and round 2 with if you can handle it, Simon, both on 5G. So
oh wow, okay,
that will be
all right.
Doubleheader
Yeah,
on
sounds
5G
good.
next week. So all right, we'll see everybody. Thanks, bye.